Now we're going to go over a standard operating procedure you should use to set up your pressure washer whenever you get to a job. So the first thing that you need to do is, of course, unload and stage your pressure washer and your hose and all of the stuff you're going to be using where you're going to be using it. Now I've put the pressure washer next to our spigot on the outside of the house just for convenience sake and for demonstration purposes, but it might be more convenient and more advantageous to put the pressure washer somewhere else depending on what you're washing and running your hose out to it. But this will work just fine for our purposes. The very first thing in our startup procedure is we are going to top off the fuel. Now, even if you pull this off and there's quite a lot of fuel in there still, or you're fairly confident that you'll have enough fuel to finish the job, you should still top it off. Really, the main reason I recommend this is because then you're 100% sure that you have the maximum amount of fuel and you have the least amount of chance of running out of fuel in the middle of a job and having to refuel in the middle of that job, wasting time. So we fill up that tank to the fill line. And replace our fuel cap. The next thing you're going to do is pull your hoses out completely straight and uncoil them completely. The reason that you want to completely uncoil them is so that there is no kink or knot or anything in the hose. Next, you're going to detach any hoses that your customer might have on their outdoor spigot, set it aside, and connect your hose. And when you're done, you're going to want to reconnect anything that the customer had connected. And now you will connect your supply hose and your pressure hose to your pressure washer, like so. And then before you turn on your pressure washer or anything, you want to turn on the water supply. Now this is going to work all of the air out of the system, and as you can see, now we're getting water out and it's kind of squirting out. Before you attach your pressure washing wand to the end of your pressure hose or any other attachment that you're going to attach, you want this to be a steady stream. That's when you know that all of the air has been worked out of the system. Now, a good thing to do with this first bit of water coming out is get your clean water bucket that you're going to use to clean out your chemical injector. Stick this end of the hose in there and catch some of this water so that you can use it at the end to clean out your chemical injector. But for now, we are just going to let this sit in the yard. Something that's really important to note is, as you can see, I don't have my chemical injector hooked up for this demonstration. That's because I'm not going to use it for this demonstration. That's a separate demonstration. But you do not want to have your chemical injector hose in your chemical during this first stage. This should be in clean water or just out open in the air. Problem is, with the water flowing as it is, without the engine running, without anything on the end of the pressure hose, this will draw chemical in there. And if you have a bucket that you're filling with the clean water to clean this out at the end of the job, well, then it won't be clean water. It will be clean water and cleaning solution. And if you're not doing that, but you're just letting it sit in the yard like we are right now, then you're going to be spilling cleaning solution into the customer's yard, potentially killing their lawn. So, during this stage, before we've started the pressure washer, make sure this hose is not in any cleaning solution. Clean water or air only. All right, it looks like we still have a little tiny bit of air in the line that's trying to work its way out, but when you get that steady stream, you can connect your pressure washing wand just by depressing the lever here and sticking it in there, just like that. Or if you have one of those shut-off valves that I showed in other videos, you can just turn that off and then connect your pressure washing wand. After you've worked all the air out of the system and you've attached your wand, then you can go ahead and start the machine. A lot of these machines are pull start. Some of them have electric start, and those are easy, but on these pull starts, you'll want to make sure that your fuel is on. So in that case, this lever is turned on this way, and your choke is on, which in that case is this way. Now, when you pull it, you might have to pull it a couple times, and then you'll hear it try to start. It'll kind of kick back and kick over, and I'll show you that. And then that's when you switch this lever back to run. So, oh, the other thing too is you have to make sure that this switch is set to the on position. But now we pull this. Alright, now we switch this to run. And now our pressure washer is running. So then we can do whatever cleaning we need to. And then I'll show you how to tear everything down. So after you're done with your work, you want to shut the pressure washer off. And that's how you shut it off. You just turn that to off. So now that your pressure washer's off, you want to remove any tips that you've got on the end of your wand. And then go ahead and release the pressure, because there's still going to be pressure in there. And then you want to shut the water off at the spigot. Okay, then you're going to do your post-job maintenance with the WD-40 like we went over in the pressure washer maintenance video, and you're going to coil up your hoses like we went over in the hoses video. And that's about it. Whoa, you watched the entire video. Well, thanks. You know, this is actually part of a free online course on how to pressure wash things professionally. If you're interested in joining our free community and checking out our free course materials, there is a link in the description that will take you there, and you can take advantage of all our learning material absolutely free. So we'll see you in there.